a fantastic book, an incredible true story. How difficult was it to take what was on the page and what really happened and bring it to life on screen? What were the biggest challenges for you guys?
I think it was quite challenging to make a story which is true with all the debauchery and the hedonism. But once you have people like Scorsese and DiCaprio, it really makes that job slightly more easier. Because Scorsese is one of the few guys who can strike that balance between seeing a world which is that ugly, but also make it fun for 3 hours and you enjoy the ride. So having those guys on board made it so much more easier.
Yeah, and I also have to take my hat off to Terry Winters for being able to crack the script the way he did. There's an enormous amount of content here over the span of at least 10 years, and he was really able to distill down what you see on the screen today. And like Riza said, Marty and Leo just have a gift for making every scene fast and fun. It's great.
Of course, the film is a lot of fun, but I guess that's provoked a lot of comment on whether or not it maybe goes a little far in terms of glamorizing, Jordan's actions. I mean, how do you respond to those kinds of criticisms from people?
It was never our intention to do that, to glorify or make it look like a good world, because it wasn't. But what Scorsese would always tell us is that if you are authentic and true to the characters and the world, then people will forgive anything. And if you do start to sugarcoat and dilute that world and all its ugliness, then that's when you glorify things.
Yeah, and I think really the only glorifying that we did was the fact that Leonardo's playing Jordan Belfort and Martin Scorsese is directing. There's nothing glamorous about being addicted to drugs, alcohol, greed, power, and sex. And like I said, but when Leo's playing the part, I guess that's where the glamour lies.
There's such a great chemistry between Leonardo and Jonah. Can you talk a little bit about the importance of that relationship on set and on screen?
I think having Jonah on the movie, first of all, is actually very important to show that this movie is meant to be a satire, meant to be a dark comedy. And, those two guys, they will riff off each other a lot on set and having those improvisational moments, which then leads to movie magic. So a lot of it, is good on what is on script, but having those two guys just come up with this kind of moments of comedic genius, it's pretty amazing to watch. Very important for the movie.
Yeah, when you have Wall Street in your title, I think people think it's just going to be another Wall Street scandal or another rise and fall. So I think when we brought Jonah on board, it lightened the tone, like Riza had said, and let people breathe a little bit, have fun with it.
These are also part of Matthew McConaughey's career rejuvenation. He had an amazing cameo in this. It's an incredible cameo. How did that all come about?
Honestly, Martin Scorsese and Alan Lewis, our casting director, that's one of their strongest points, is bringing the right actors to the roles. And Matthew's had an amazing year with Mud, Dallas Buyers, and Wolf of Wall Street, and he was the perfect fit. And what he did for the Mark Hanna role was larger than life and more than any of us could have expected.
I think if you could have a Best Supporting Actor nomination for a 5-minute scene, he would have to definitely be a shoo-in for that one.